I took a chance on these gaming headphones from a random brand I've never heard of before, and I'm going to be showing you why they're actually really good. These are FANTECH Harmony's WHG02, a very catchy name, I know, and easy to remember, but besides the name, these are actually a very interesting pair of headphones, and I'm going to be breaking down in this video to why, and I'll be showing you their features and how they performed. If you would like to pick these up, you can use my link down below, which will also help support my channel. And before we jump into the rest of the review, please bear in mind these were sent to me for free for review, and I'll be showing you next what comes in the box. If you're thinking of buying this product for someone as a gift, it comes in a very nice box, and I like that all the features are highlighted very clearly on the outside. The package does have a premium look and feel to it, so for its price range, I think Harmony have done a really great job on making this product feel slightly higher end than its price range. So thumbs up for the unboxing experience so far. Let's take a look at what we get inside, and I was very surprised to see we get a storage bag. Now it is like a soft bag. It's not one of those hardback case type bags that you get with some product, but it's still nice that they've included one nonetheless. You get your user manual and warranty card. Not sure about these warranties cards from some of these companies, whether they'll actually give you a new product if you have issues, but it's there nonetheless. And of course we have the headphones, and my first impressions of them were not too bad. I went for a pretty stealthy black design, as you'll know I usually go for on this channel, and I thought that they didn't look too bad. In this box we get 3 items, so we get our detachable microphone and 2 braided cables. Let's look at the microphone first. So this was a little bit flattened, but I did manage to fix this. It just pulled out. We got our braided charging cable and also a braided audio jack. It's really nice to see more companies are starting to put slightly higher quality cables with their products now. These headphones can be used wirelessly via the USB-C receiver, via Bluetooth using Bluetooth 5.3, or via audio jack. They are using a 50mm driver and have a detachable microphone. They have up to 41 hours of battery life with the RGB off and 37 hours of it on. These headphones have quite a bulky design, but they're quite light to handle, so they're lighter than they actually look. They can be folded inwards, and the headphones can also be twisted if you like having these over your neck and resting flat on your body. They can be extended as well. Let's take a look at some of the ports on them. So they have a USB-C port, and we'll take a closer look at the buttons. We've got a power button and our lighting button, which I'll show you more of later. We've got our slot where we can attach and detach our microphone, our audio jack point, and we also have a volume control which slides up and down for volume and for changing tracks. And then lastly, we have a button which can be used to mute the microphone. Here's where things get interesting. I was surprised to see that the side panels on these headphones can be removed, and underneath you can see the RGB lighting and some other components. They're held on by magnets, and it makes the product just feel a little bit more premium that you can even do this, and I haven't seen it before on a product at this price point. Maybe there'll be faceplates that you can change in the future. That would be really cool. Maybe there's some you can get now, but I haven't seen them yet, so if you know, let me know down below. You can really easily remove the earmuffs. Again, this is not something I've typically seen in headphones at this price range, and I'm not sure if you can get replacements, but the fact that you can remove them is a really nice start. All right, let's talk about the design of these. So they're good in some ways and not so in others. And thankfully, the ways that they're not so good, I would say, is their visuals. And of course, this is just a personal preference. So I'm usually not a fan of headphones that look quite bulky and big, which in my opinion, these ones do. When you put them on, the earmuffs and the earpieces on the side, to me, they just look a little bit goofy. So I generally do prefer a slightly slimmer, sleeker design to headphones. However, there is kind of a plus side to the design of these headphones, and that is their comfort and how they fit. And again, this is going to depend on, of course, the size of your head and the shape of your head and how these fit. But the thing I liked about these the most is because they're bigger on average than a lot of headsets I've tested, and they don't clamp very hard to my head. They feel very comfortable to wear, and because the earmuffs have quite a lot of space inside of them, I don't feel like my ears are being pressed or squished at all, which for really long gaming sessions can leave your ears feeling like, mild discomfort if you're wearing them for a long period of time. But these, I would say, are one of the most comfortable pairs of headsets I wear, just due to the fact that they were a bit looser fitted to my head. So if you do have quite a small head, these probably are going to be a bit large for you, as like I say, most headphones I've tried had a tighter fit on my head than these do. So these are definitely on the larger side. And when I was wearing them, I didn't have any extension in them as well. So I'm wearing them on the smallest setting, and they're still, I wouldn't say loose when I wear them, but very comfortable. So if you was to extend these, they would be really big. If I put them on, they'll still fit on my head, but they'll be really low down on my ears and probably look weird. They're almost like coming down to my jaw. So that is the plus and minus of the design. And in terms of how they've finished it, in terms of its coloring, I don't really mind them in that sense. It's really just the design, size of them, and how they're shaped. Other than that, they're not bad to look at. And of course, we've got the RGB lighting, which I'll quickly demonstrate for you here. I just need to turn them on. So a good thing about the RGB lighting as well is oftentimes when you have RGB lighting on products, they don't let you cycle through a lot of the colors, which I find quite annoying. So you do get this effect on here where the colors like shift around, and you compress it once and it will go to another mode where it's again fluctuating between the colors. But then it goes into solid modes where you have green, blue, purple, and you can see it cycles through single solid colors. And although you can't specifically choose the color you want, I do like the fact that you can cycle through these. And if I take the plate off, you'll see the LEDs inside there. And then of course, for extra battery life, you can hold the LED button to just turn the lights off. So that's how I use them, because I just want the battery to last longer. We also have our detachable microphone, which is nice since I very rarely use microphones that go into headsets, because they're just never going to be as good as having a proper condenser microphone. I'm not sure if the camera has that in view in the background. So it's nice that you can easily take this out if you want to. It's got like a little locking mechanism as well, where you turn it to the side and pull it out. And I'll be testing this as well and showing you what the quality of it's like. Let's do a microphone test to see how good the audio from this microphone is. So I'm just going to record straight into my video editing software and not do any post-processing to this audio, besides probably just normalizing the audio level, as a lot of audio equipment has a tendency to come out a little bit low if you record straight into editing software, and that will just put the volume at the right level. Other than that, I won't add any other effects. So let me know down below what you think of the quality of these and if you think they're good. If you're wondering what the name of this game is, it's called Dark and Darker, and if you're a fan, you'll know it's been going through quite a bit of controversy lately. So, how do these headphones actually sound? Well, for their price range, I would say they're great and probably slightly above average, but it's important to temper your expectations when watching a review video like this. If you're used to using high-end headphones, then these aren't going to sound close to those, but as I said, for the price range these are in, and for all the features that they have, the sound quality I thought was quite good. Now, there are some instances where it did feel like it broke down a little bit in certain scenarios where there was a lot going on, or just even listening to certain songs in certain situations. I felt like there was a little bit of tinniness at times and just like a bit of distortion on higher volumes, but this is normal for a headset like this. For overall, if you're kind of not really an audiophile, I think these are going to be fine for you, but if you're used to really high-end audio, you will want to go for something a little bit more expensive and a little bit more high-end. These are quite versatile and sound pretty good for music, listening to commentary or audiobooks and podcasts, and of course a bit of gaming. As I said, just temper your expectations. These do sound good for their price range, but they don't sound amazing, just bear that in mind. To put the headphones into Bluetooth mode, simply double tap the power button and you'll get the standard blue and red flashing light to indicate they're in pairing mode, and just go over to any Bluetooth device of your choosing. I'm using one of my older smartphones here, and simply connect to it. The audio quality sounded similar to wireless mode, however I did notice it did seem quieter. I don't know if that was because of the media I was listening to or the fact that I was using this on an older phone, probably using older Bluetooth technology. After 3 days of usage, according to my Bluetooth battery indicator on my phone, these headphones had about 40% battery life left, which is quite impressive. So I don't think it's possible for you to kill these in a day. Maybe you could kill them in 2, I'm not sure, but it's obviously going to depend how much gaming you do day to day. Nonetheless, these are going to be great for most people, and I don't think you'll have any issues as you can fully charge them in 3 hours, or you can use the audio jack if they get low as well, so you have plenty of options. And that brings us to the end of the video. Here are my final thoughts on this product. For its price point, I think it is very good. If you could pick this up for sub £40, I think you'll be getting yourself a really good deal. Once you start to go over that, I feel it's less and less worth it. But for around £40, I think this is a very solid package. It's not perfect. It doesn't have sound quality that's going to blow you away. But for its price point, I do think it's a very overall good package. If you would like to pick up this product and also support my channel, you can use the link down below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing for more videos like this one. And of course, I will see you in the next one.